We'll start today by finding a seat on the mat. I'm sitting in Sukhasana, which is easy pose, but you can take any comfortable seated position so long as that spine is nice and tall. Bring the shoulder blades together and then down your back. Draw your navel in towards your spine and place the hands on the thighs, palms up, and close your eyes. Start to become aware of your breath and allow that breath to flow in through the nose and out through the nose. Start to bring the breath into balance by making your inhale the same length as your exhale. So if you inhale for a count of 4, you would exhale for a count of 4. If you inhale for a count of 6, you would exhale for a count of 6, and so on. So today I just wanted to mention the word kindness. You know, we're in February and we think about love in February a lot because of Valentine's Day. But I want to focus not on romantic feelings, but the feelings of kindness and compassion towards all beings. So I want you to just check in with yourself today. Would you consider yourself kind? Do you practice kindness freely, or do you reserve it for certain types of people and situations? If you do, just ask yourself, what's behind that? And then maybe you can challenge yourself to allow your kindness to flow to all. And in that all, that includes yourself. So being kind to yourself. We may have great intentions to always be kind to everyone. But being human, we're going to make a few mistakes here and there. And in those moments, we really do need to practice kindness with ourselves. Nobody's perfect. And in practicing kindness, remember that you get what you give. It's really true. If you feel that you're not receiving kindness from others, perhaps you can share kindness with others and see what you get in return. Bring your hands together at the heart in Anjali Mudra. We'll breathe together 3 times, and then on the 3rd exhale, we'll share the sound of Om. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale and exhale. And for the 3rd time together, inhale. Om. Bow your head. Place the hands on the thighs. Softly open the eyes, looking forward. We're going to start today laying down on our backs. So you can move your props out of the way and lay down comfortably on your back with the legs extended out nice and long, arms by your sides. On the inhale, your arms come up overhead until the thumbs touch the space behind you. And then as you exhale, arms come back down by your sides. You're moving with your breath at your own pace here. We're just warming up these shoulders. If this causes any pain, you'll skip this part and just open and close the fists with the breath. The next time the arms are by your sides, pause there. Bring your left arm out on the ground, palm faces the sky. And then you're going to roll to your left side with bent knees, placing your right hand on top of the left. As you inhale, the right arm reaches up as you start to lower that right shoulder towards the earth. Exhale. Bring that right hand to rest on top of the left. So I'm just going to turn a little bit. I just don't have enough room. We're going to do 10 on each side. So for now, you're laying on that left side, right hand on top of the left. Inhale, right arm sweeps up. The back of the hand is going towards the floor to the right. Exhale, right hand on top of the left. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. So 8 more on your own. When you finish, just roll onto your back, soles of the feet flat on the ground. And then we'll make our way over to the other side. So take your right arm out, palm faces the sky, and then roll to that right hip, placing the left hand on top of the right. The knees are bent here. Inhale, left arm lifts, and then the back of that left hand is drawn towards the space to your left. Exhale, left hand rests on top of the right. Inhale, we open. Exhale, close. So you'll do 8 more on your own. When you finish, come to lay on your belly, cross the forearms in front of you, and rest the forehead. If you haven't finished your opening and closing, take your time. We'll wait for you. Once you do come to your belly, just rest the forehead and bring the awareness back to the breath. So laying on the belly, I want you to actively point your toes towards the space behind you. So it's as if your toes had magnets and there's a magnetized wall behind you. So those toes are reaching towards that space behind you. Create an inner rotation of the thighs. So stay on your belly. I'm just going to show you standing. So to create that inner rotation, we're turning our thighs in towards each other. Okay? So you're laying on your belly. You're pointing those toes towards the space behind you. Inner rotation of the thighs. Notice when you do that inner rotation of the thighs, your sit bones come apart. Draw the tailbone towards the heels. So we're pointing toes, inner rotation of the thighs, tailbone towards the heels. Keep all of that, and then come up onto your forearms. Placing your elbows right beneath your shoulders. The wrists come right out from those elbows. Relax your shoulders away from your ears and just gaze forward for Sphinx pose. If you get any cramping in the legs, just relax them. Relax the legs. Lower the upper body, crossing the forearms in front of you, resting the forehead. Bend your knees and start to rotate the ankles. Reverse the direction of that ankle rotation. And then let those legs come down to the ground. Place your hands by your chest. Press yourself back to child's pose. And then as you inhale, bring yourself up to all fours, hands and knees. Step your right foot forward between your hands. As you inhale, the arms sweep up, hips lower towards your mat. Focus on the breath here. Press down through all of the toes of your back foot to help give you a little more stability. Lower your hands to the inside of your right foot. Sweep the left arm up towards the sky as you twist to your left. Lower your left hand down to the ground. Begin to twist to your right, reaching the right arm towards the sky. Lower that right arm, placing the hand to the outside of the right foot. Shift the hips back, fold over that right leg. Shift the body forward, bringing that right foot back down to the mat. Take your right knee back to meet the left. Shift back to child's pose. Inhale up, all fours. Next, step the left foot forward between the hands. As you inhale, arms sweep up, hips lower towards the mat. Remember to press down through the toes on that back foot. Lower the hands to the inside of the left foot. Begin to twist to the right, reaching the right arm to the sky. Lower the right hand down to the ground. Begin to twist to your left as you reach the left arm to the sky. Lower that left hand to the outside of the left foot. Shift those hips back and fold forward over the left leg. Shift the body forward once again. Take that left knee back to meet the right. Shift back to child's pose and rest. Come back to that breath if it's gotten away from you here. Let's come up to standing. So we'll stand in Tadasana, mountain pose. Our feet are just femur width apart, and we're rooting down through the the pad of the big toe and little toe. And then I'm second guessing myself now because I have a yoga teacher myself who teaches this a different way. I'm like, well, which is right? So you're rooting down through the pad of the big toe and little toe. And then I always said, and then your inner and outer heel. But this other teacher that I've been taking classes with says the center back of the heel. So it's more like a triangle. So I want you to feel what feels best for you. We root down through the soles of the feet. Navel draws in. Crown of the head reaches towards the sky. Shoulder blades together and down your back. As you inhale, arms sweep up. And then as you exhale, arms lower. Keep those shoulders relaxed away from your ears. The next time the arms are up overhead, allow your palms to come together to touch, and then as you exhale, bring the hands together at the heart. Bring your arms by your sides. Root down through the feet. As you inhale, lengthen the spine as this right arm reaches towards the sky. As you exhale, begin to tip to your left. Bring yourself back up. Right arm by your side. Root down through the feet. Inhale, lengthen as that left arm reaches towards the sky. As you exhale, tip to the right. And bring yourself back up. Standing in Tadasana. As you inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold forward, hinging from your hips. Coming to Uttanasana, forward fold. From here, step back to downward facing dog. Sweep the right leg out behind you and step that right foot forward between your hands. Here, you'll root down through the sole of the left foot, toes point out slightly. As you inhale, arms sweep up, coming to Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Keep the navel drawn in. Straighten that right leg. Reach the fingertips to the sky. Keep the length in the spine as you hinge from the hips. folding forward over that right leg. Use your core, keep the length, bring yourself back up, and bend that right knee, coming back to Warrior One. Bring your hands behind you, clasp them together, shoulder blades together and down your back. Take a breath in. As you exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward. Humble warrior. Release the hands. Place one on either side of the right foot. Come up on the ball of that left foot. Step back, down dog. Sweep the left leg out behind you. Step it forward between the hands. Root down through the sole of that right foot. Inhale, arms sweep up. Virabhadrasana 1. As you inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward. Use your strength. Press down through the feet. Bring yourself up. Bend the left knee. Virabhadrasana 1. Bring your arms behind you. Clasp your hands together. Shoulder blades together and down your back. Take a breath in as you exhale. Hinge from those hips, coming to humble warrior. Release the hands. Place one on either side of your left foot. Step back, down dog. Walk the feet forward, coming to Uttanasana, forward fold. Press down through those feet. Arms start to lift. Once they're in line with the ears, use the core, come all the way up. Exhale, hands together at your heart. Extend the arms out in front of you, palms face the floor. Cross the right arm over the left, nice and high, and then bend the elbows. So maybe the backs of your hands touch, or perhaps you can get your left hand around once more so that the palms touch. Start to bring those fingertips up towards the sky, and then press the fingertips to where the wall meets the ceiling in front of you. Garudasana arms, eagle pose arms. Bring the hands back in towards the face. Lower them away from the ceiling. Carefully unwind. Lower your arms. Arms come parallel to your mat. This time, you'll cross that left arm over the right. Bend the elbows. Maybe you can get the right hand around once more. Fingertips begin to reach towards the sky, and then press the fingertips to where the wall meets the ceiling in front of you. Bring the hands back in towards the face. Lower them away from the ceiling. Carefully unwind. Arms by your sides. Take your hands behind you. Clasp them together. Shoulder blades together and down the back. The fist reaches towards the floor. Take a breath in as you exhale. Hinge from the hips, folding forward as the fist reaches towards the sky. Release the hands, placing them on the ground. Step your right knee back, followed by the left, coming to all fours. And then we're going to shift back to child's pose and rest. Come to lay on your belly. And bring your arms by your sides, palms face the sky. And then you're going to bring your hands at your low back, but clasp your hands together. Shoulder blades together and down your back. As you inhale, the head and chest lift up off of the mat as the fist reaches towards the feet. Exhale, lower. Inhale, head, chest lift, fists reach towards those feet. Exhale, lower. 3 more on your own here. When you finish, you'll just come down, cross the forearms in front of you, and rest your forehead. Roll over onto your back and hug your knees into your chest. Place the soles of the feet on the ground. Arms are by your sides, palms face the floor. The pelvic floor draws up, the navel draws in. Engage both glutes, lift your hips. As you exhale, lower the hips. This time, we'll add the arms. So as those hips lift, arms come up overhead until the thumbs touch the space behind you. And then as you exhale, everything comes down to the ground. Inhale, everything lifts. Exhale, everything lowers. The next time you lower, pause there. Hug the knees into the chest. From here, bring your arms out like a T, palms face the sky. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, begin to tip your legs over to your left. So you're twisting to your left. If it's okay for you, you can turn that head to look to the right. Start to draw the knees up, head and neck come to neutral. On the next exhale, you'll tip the legs over to the right. And if it's okay for you, you can turn that head to look to the left. Start to draw the knees back up, head and neck come back to neutral. Lower the soles of the feet to the mat. Bring the knees into the chest and then press the soles of the feet up towards the sky. You'll lower the legs until they're about 2 inches away from the mat. Draw the knees in. Press the soles of the feet up towards the sky. Lower the legs towards the mat. 3 more rounds on your own. When you finish, you can hug those knees right into your chest. Place the soles of the feet on the mat. Allow the soles of the feet to come together as those knees open up out to the sides. Take those 2 index fingers and link them together. And then bring the arms up overhead, making a circle around the head. We'll begin to transition into Shavasana. Be kind to yourself. If your feet are cold or anything like that, grab socks, grab a sweater, whatever you may need. Once you have what you need, you'll just come to lay on your back with your legs extended out nice and long and arms by your sides, unless that's uncomfortable, and then you can by all means modify your pose. Let the feet just flop open. Relax the jaw by creating a space between the top and bottom rows of teeth. And let the tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth. Let the eyes rest in their sockets. Resist the urge to make subtle movements. Rest in Shavasana. Slowly start to deepen the breath, becoming aware of the room once again, becoming aware of the body. You can start to make subtle movements that feel good, like wiggling those fingers and toes. Rotate through the wrists and the ankles and turn the head gently from side to side. Stretch through the arms and the legs like you're just waking up, and then roll to the right side in the fetal position, and we'll stay there for a few breaths. I can tell my hair is going to do something special today, so I'm just going to try to tone that a little bit. Keeping the eyes closed if you'd like. Use your arms to bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Once you get there, you can bring your hands together at the heart in Anjali Mudra. Use your voice for kindness, your ears for compassion, your hands for charity, your mind for truth, and your heart for love. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. May you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be free from suffering, may you have ease and well-being. Namaste. Thank you all very much.